Right. Hello, welcome to a video. Not done one in a while, but here we are. I'll be doing a reaction to Hibs versus Aberdeen result, and I've got to say I'm a very happy boy this tonight. That was a brilliant performance from Hibs. Aberdeen were really lacking solidly at the back. They weren't solid at all. They were quite weak. Even going forward, there was nothing really. They had one chance, which deflected header off Hibs, but it went onto the bar, and that was it. Joe Lewis made a few good saves that he had to make. It could have been a real thrashing for Aberdeen actually, but I'm really happy with the 3 points. That's what matters. 2-goal lead was really quite a strong one. When we scored the second goal, I was never in doubt we would win that game unless we gave away a stupid penalty, which I'm glad we didn't, because that would be something Hibs would do, but we didn't. I'm going to just be rating everybody's performance. Go for Marciano first. He had nothing to do, to be fair. Solid when he was needed, but wasn't needed really that much. Paul Hanlon, he actually had a good game. I was actually quite happy with his performance. I thought we should have started Porto, but obviously not. Paul Hanlon, experienced, read the game really well. Yeah, strong at the back. Darren McGregor, leadership. Put in those tackles. He had a really good tackle when it was 0-0. Fraser Hornby threw on goal and he went like that, got the ball. Really good. Paul McGinn, he really in the free at the back. He's the one who gives you the width, which is what you need if you're playing a free at the back. Which is what Aberdeen don't have. They just have three out and out centre backs. Paul Hanlon can go a bit wide, but Paul McGinn really can go wide, which is good. And I think that makes a massive change to how Hibs play, which is really good. Alex Gogic was a tank. Done really well. It was just doing as usual, doing the tackling, doing the shoulder barging, winning those headers. It was all of that. He was a real brick, Gogic, and it was a brilliant performance by him. Jackson Irvine, I was really disappointed he had to go off. It looks like he might be out for a while. Landed really badly on his arm. Probably will have to get an x-ray. But he was playing superb balls through to Boyle and even Doidge. Doidge nearly got a goal, but ran through to the keeper. Murphy had what a game Murphy had. Really backed his best in that game. The balls he was playing, he was carrying the team right up the pitch, doing really well. It was a really strong performance by him. Yeah, I was really happy with him as well. Chris Cadden, what a game he had. It's got to be said. It has got to be said now. What a game he had. What a game. That was incredible. What a game he had. I was so impressed. Running up and down the wing constantly. Fantastic. Sad he can't play more attacking for that reason, because he'd do brilliant. But if we're going to have to play three at the back, that is fine, because he can play there and he can still attack sometimes and he can take the team up, and it's a really good performance. He's not got as much pace as Boyle on that right, but he'll still give you just an out and out sprint right down and give you a wee cross if you don't get it in, but it just puts pressure off your team as well, which is really good. Doig, really good as always. Stevenson, he came off for Stevenson. First touch Stevenson got, played Boyle through and Boyle scored. But Doig, yeah, had a good game. He's getting more used to the play. He's getting a bit more physical with it. Gave away a few fouls, which is fine, just little argy-bargies, which you like to see. Same with Doig, really. He deserves a goal because his work rate's incredible. Another person I was really happy with his performance. He was playing passes, which you'd never expect Deutsch to play. He really should have scored on one chance, but he played really well, and he deserves a goal. He should be getting a goal at some point, I'm telling you that. But Boyle, 2 goals. A really clinical penalty. Good penalty, strong penalty, which is what you need. Not a bag of nerves, bag confidence now. 4 goals in his last 3 games, which is incredible, really. He split open that Aberdeen defence like a knife would split open a carrot. Oof, it was fantastic. I was really, he'll just actually do yous. He will open up any defence in this league. He will. I'm sorry, but he will. And the only reason why he can is because of his pace. I'm being honest about that. But he's getting better at staying composed now, because he needs to do that. He really does. Yeah, he needs to do that to score those goals. He needs to keep his composure. He needs to be confident in himself, which is good. Nisbet came on, didn't have much to do really. He's going out the club, you know that for a fact now. But can he get back to his good form? I don't know. I don't really care, because Dodge and Boyle are doing good, to be fair. I don't really care. Aberdeen, Joe Lewis, he's a bag of nerves. He is a bag of nerves. If you give an empty Tesco bag to Joe Lewis, he'll fill it full of nerves. I don't know what is. He's normally good. He made a few good saves, but you can see he's nervous. His clearances weren't good. He's good at saving, but his clearances aren't good. His catches aren't the best. He's better at one-on-one. Ash Taylor didn't have a good game at all. Neither did Tommy Hoban. Andy Considine actually had a decent game. He really did. If it wasn't for him, I reckon it would have been 3-4 now. And same for Joe Lewis, really. If they didn't have him, 3-4 now, maybe even 5. You know, we had a few chances we should have put away, and like in the 5th minute, Greg Lee gave away the ball. Bad pass back, and Cadden just shoots it straight at Joe Lewis, which should have ended up in the net. But we did test Joe Lewis, which is really good, and we got the 3 points. It was a brilliant performance. Midfield, Lewis Ferguson and Ross McCrory, they two had an alright game. They were a bit flat. They were nothing compared to Jackson Irvine and Alex Gogic anyway. Alex Gogic is never on his heels, neither is Jackson Irvine. If you want to play against Hibs, you need high intensity. Whether it's 30-side or good football, you need high intensity, and Aberdeen aren't having that at the minute. Ryan Hedges is out, which is a massive loss for the whole season. Flo Canberry's not got his work permit here yet, which is also a big miss, because he is never flat on his heels. And I know that from seeing him at Hibs and Rangers, but I don't like the man. I hope he actually fails at Aberdeen. I hope he never plays football again, and I hope he ends up homeless. But other than that, I know he's not flat on his heels ever, so that was a big miss. Fraser Hornby had a decent game. I reckon if you can get a partnership between Fraser Hornby and Callum Hendry, that would be strong. But they're not. It's like it's like Celtic. Aberdeen are such a good team on paper, but they aren't delivering. And I don't know if that is Derek McGuinness's tactics or the pace they're playing at, or if they think they're just good enough now for they just want Europe. They don't care. I don't know, but Derek McGuinness has got a lot to think about, and so do the Aberdeen board. Are they going to keep him? Are they not? But the thing is they sold like Sam Cosgrove. Like, there's nothing good was coming out of that. Like, they had a shocking transfer window. Like, they just got rid of all their best players and loaned out some players, which is never going to work. I'm sorry, but eventually it takes about 3 months, 2 months for players to actually be able to play together. You know, it's like up front, Florian Canberry. Who's it going to be? Florian Canberry or Hornby, or Hendry and Hornby, or Hendry and Canberry? You don't know. That's the thing. Are they going to have to play out position? You don't know. It's like Dundee United. You just don't know with them. And I think that they don't have as much confidence, Aberdeen, as they used to. You know, Aberdeen used to be favourites, but I feel like going into this game against Hibs today, they weren't favourites this time. I feel like Hibs were strong favourites because they were on good form. Aberdeen aren't. That's only 2 goals in the last 8 games for Aberdeen, which is abysmal. They're like a blunt knife, but I'm not going to say any more, really. I hope you all have a good weekend. Hope you like the videos. And massive 3 points, really. That's all I've got to say. 5 points ahead of Aberdeen, even though they've got a game in hand. But it's against Celtic, which will be a hard game. If they draw, that'd be perfect for Hibs, because we are looking for second. Anyway, have a great weekend, great week, and I will do this after every game. And if you want prediction of all the SPFL games, I'll do that. And yeah, see yous.